So because of the texture of the curly hair is very soft, that's why I highly advise that you braid the hair at least an inch before you stick the curl out. If you don't do that, it's gonna slide right out and the entire hair will look like this. So now I'm gonna show you how to add the curls on top of the braid, right where you make the knot. Because again, you want to add the curls in different areas. Some on top right here at the knots, some right below the braids, like that. So once you make the knot like so, you take the curly hair, just like you would do a feeding braid. You take the ends of the curly hair, you place it like that, like as you would feeding hair. You just let go of the curl, like so. So you can control it with this finger and just let it go like that. And you just continue to braid like you are doing a cornrow, pretty much. And that's how you add the curl, right where the knot is made. Okay, I'm gonna show you again. And I'm gonna add another curly hair right here on the end. This time on the left side. And then the wavy hair for the ends. So as you can see, one braid has two curls, like so. So with some of them, this is what you want to do. You want to put two curls, or sometimes if you're doing like the hip line that is really long, you can make it three curls in one braid. So again, in different direction, left, right, like a tree. That's pretty much it. And as you go, you're going to start seeing why I said like when you space them out, it's going to give you like a tree kind of structure. So I'm going to repeat the same step with adding the curls right at the knot again and on the bottom of the braid. So that's really it for adding curls to the braids, as you can see. So the key points are making sure that the curls are you're using different the two patterns of the curls. You're alternating between the wavy and the tight curl, and you're placing them in different sections of the braids, like so. Like some of them you use two curls, and then you're also placing them in different directions, like left and right. So when you continue to do that, by the time you're done with the braid, you're going to see that you're actually getting the boho effect. Okay, so that's it for the curl, and then I'm going to show you how to add the accessories in the next video, as well as the do's and the don'ts of the boho box braid. So just keep on watching. Now with adding the accessories, I don't like to use too much accessories because the style already has, like, you know, pearls all over the braid. So with this style, less is more. So that's why I said it's all about the detail. So you don't need to use too much accessories. You just need to use a few seashells, beads. It's optional if you want to use those. But yeah, so when adding the accessory, like I said, you have to embed the accessory into the braid so it does not come out of the braid. So the accessories are going to stay in the braid throughout the duration of the style. Okay, so you take the seashell like that. So you're gonna take one end of the braiding here. You make a loop, twist until you have a pointed tip, and then you're gonna face the seashell, the front of the seashell, like so, and you're gonna put the braiding head through the seashell like that. And you just place it. That's how you place it, and then you just continue to braid. And that's it. Really nice and easy. That's how you put the seashell. So you want to make sure that you position the seashell facing forward, because if you try to put it this way, let me show you. If you try to put it from the back, it's gonna be hard for you to get it through. See, I'm struggling to get the hair through the seashell, so it's gonna be hard for you to get it through. And not just that, by the time you succeed to put it through, it will be even harder for you for the seashell to face forward. See what I'm saying? Like, and then when you try to braid it, you're going to get the back of the seashell instead of the front of the seashell, and it's just going to be sticking out like that. That's not how to place it. Again, you want to make sure you face the seashell forward. Place the seashell forward. Loop the hair, put the hair through like that. And then you braid it into it. Now it's gonna face forward and stay like that. Okay, and then you just continue to braid. Very easy. So I usually like to embed the accessories usually at the bottom of the braid. Like, I don't like to place it on top, because then it's going to look too dramatic or too busy. Like, I want it to be, like, you know, somewhere in between the braids, like usually past the client's hair. That's when I like to, like, space out the accessories. I don't like to put them, like, on top of the braid, because then it's going to look too busy. No. So just right there, somewhere below the braid, like so. You can go a little higher, maybe right here, but don't go over there. I know it's a lot with the style, but again, that's the technique. The detail is a technique. So if you're not patient, you're not going to get the look that we're going for. So you need to be patient with this style. So now I'm going to show you how to add the bead. Putting in the bead it's quite easier than putting in the seashell. It's just, you know, make the loop, make the knot like that. Take the bead and just put it through. Very easy. Just make sure it's smoothing out like that, and then you just continue to braid as you go. So now with the curl, if you just add the curl and you just go ahead and braid 1, 2 and leave the curl out like so, this is what happens. The curl will start to stick out of the braid like so. Make sure you can see. As you can see, the curl is already sticking out of the braid. That's because I didn't braid the hair at least this much. So because of the texture of the curly hair is very soft, that's why I'd highly advise that you braid the hair at least an inch before you stick the curl out. If you don't do that, it's gonna slide right out and the entire hair will look like this. This is how it's gonna look like, and then some of the curls will start to fall out of the braids really easily. If you're like putting your fingers through it, it can just slide out just like that. So we don't want that. We want to make sure that the curl is nicely secured into the braid. So again, when you place in the curl, you just make sure that you braid it past an inch. You know, make sure that you braid it just enough so that when you stick the curl out, it's not going to go anywhere. And please do not even attempt to add any kind of glue at this point, because you don't know, sometimes if you're braiding a client hair that is she has a really long hair, you're going to add glue to her hair, and we don't want that. So just the reason why I said braid the curly hair at least an inch before you stick it out is because it won't be necessary to add any kind of glue right here to secure the curly hair. So this alone secures the curly hair, and it's not going to stick out at all. Like, you literally have to force it to come out. Okay, so make sure you braid it at least this much before you stick it out of the braid. So I hope that you're getting it so far with the tutorial. And if you have any questions, just make sure that you leave your questions in the comment section of this course, and I will answer any questions that you have. But again, please make sure you follow this step by step. Make sure you follow the steps, and also make sure that you follow through with the do's and don'ts. Again, the key points, just make sure that when you add in the curly hair, that you do not, stick the curl out just after placing the curl. Make sure that you braid the curl at least past an inch before you leave it out, and just make sure that you space the curls out. And by the time you're done, you're going to see the bohemian effect just coming through the braids. So just keep on watching, and I'm gonna come back to you as I get to the middle of her head, and I'm gonna show you what to do with adding the full length of the braiding here. So just keep on watching.